everyone, my name is Evie Lupine. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video for you all. Today's video, once again, is a little bit different from what we normally do on this channel. As I am filming this, I just put out my video on taking the BDSM test, and you guys really enjoyed seeing that, so I thought I would do something kind of similar. This was actually suggested to me by a patron who found this app called No Gray. And I'm going to go over what this is. I'm going to share my thoughts on it. I'm going to tell you guys if I think it's worthwhile or not, how it works. We're going to do like a full-on demo, like me actually using this and like telling you guys what I think about it. Now, in the course of time that I have been on YouTube, in the course of time that I've been talking about kink and BDSM, I have had probably half a dozen different like app startups contact me being like, hey, can you like review my app? And they're all like BDSM dating apps, which is fine. Like, I think there is definitely a market out there for dating apps for kink, but I have never said yes to any of them. I've never really felt like that was something I wanted to do. Dating apps especially can be tricky, but the reason why I like this one and the reason why we're going over this one today is because it's presumably not a dating app. So just to go into the first part of this, just to show you guys what this is, first of all, is now you can visualize your ideal scene with ease and communicate it with simple gestures. No Gray aims not only to improve the ease of pre-scene negotiations, but increase safety within the community by ensuring, quote, respect remains a key consideration, even when the desired behavior may seem a little disrespectful. So the idea is, as you can tell from these screens here, is basically to go through, assume anyways, different sort of scenes and things that you're into and all of that good stuff. Now, as I was looking over this again, what I realized is that it goes in a little bit deeper than that almost. So there is actually a community that's attached to this. So you can actually obviously share this information with people who also have the app. So the idea is like you both get to fill out your own things, I think. And then you also have a chat feature, which I think could be good. I know a lot of people in the kink community, when they don't know someone and they want to communicate to them, but they don't want to give away their actual like phone number, they will use Kik. Back in the day, that was a popular one. They might use Fetlife, but if somebody doesn't have a Fetlife account for some reason, that makes it a little bit difficult. So this might be maybe a good alternative to that. There are also premium features, which we won't be going into today, I don't think, because I'm not going to be paying premium for this. I just put it out there. I'm not doing that. It looks like you can use scene templates. There are more things you can do with your profile. There are status updates. So this is kind of a similar feature to what they have on Fetlife, this unlimited feed. So on Fetlife, you can only scroll back so far, and then after you scroll back a certain amount, unless you like pay to support Fetlife, that's as far as you can go. And then it goes into like all of the different sort of free to all No Gray users and then additional paid features, and it goes into like how do these tailored profiles actually work, and then it goes to a download option. So an important thing to know about No Gray is it is a little bit tricky to actually get your hands on depending on what system you happen to be using. So what it currently looks like is a situation is you have a public beta available for iOS, and then for Android, it's objectionable user content being posted on the public feed. They have had to remove it from the Play Store as of July. It is still not available on the Play Store. It is December, so that's a little bit worrisome. However, I was able to download it on my computer, which is how we are using this right now, through using what is essentially something a lot of Twitch streamers use for showing mobile games. It's called BlueStacks. That's obviously not ideal if you want to use this in like a real world application as opposed to, you know, me, what I'm doing now for a video. But you can still download it indirectly, basically. It's very similar to what happens with Fetlife. So Fetlife kind of has an app. When I used it, it was mostly just the chat feature that was available, so you could like see direct messages. So you can go with your phone and you can actually like look at this and you can put it on your phone, but it's a little bit complicated. Anyways, just wanted to get that out there in case this does interest you. But let's go ahead and actually get into using the app and showing you guys what that is like. Okay, so here is the actual app. Now, if you guys are on mobile and you're watching this, I realize the screen might be kind of small for you, but this is basically as big as I can make it while still fitting in this recording window. So I apologize. You might want to watch this full screen. They do have you verify your account with a mobile phone number. So if that's a concern for you, if you don't have access to a mobile phone for some reason, that could be an issue. There are also options. You could get like a Google Voice number would probably work for this, but we're going to pick a username. I'm going to assume nobody has taken my typical handle. Oh, they have you verify your age. This is not a big secret for me. Wow, this scrolling feature kind of sucks though. How can I just get, I just want to, why is it going all the way around? This seems unnecessary. All I want, there we go, July. I just wanted to get to July. Oh, is this like a really sensitive scroll wheel or something? That's what? It changed to August. No, okay. July. This does not bode well. This is how this is going to work for everything on there. User interface stuff is important. So I was not born literally yesterday. I was born in the glorious year of 1994. Again, my birthday's not a secret, but July 5th, 1994. And then choose your role. Interesting. Okay, I want to control the experiences I provide others. I would like others to control my experiences. A mix of both, please. Neither encapsulate my key persuasion. I'm not sure yet. What will give me the... I think probably... I'm going to say a mix of both, please, because I think that'll open up maybe the most options when we go into the app. So let's do that. Oh, interesting. So there's like a lot of options. A mix of both, please. So does that... Oh, so different ones end up giving you like different options. Interesting. Either encapsulate my key persuasion. I mean, these are basically all the same terms that they use on Fetlife. Let's just go with Kinkster. Let's just go general. Let's do that. All right. Ooh. Okay, you can set up a pin here as a community tab. So, okay, No Gray community feed allows users to broadcast their thoughts and images to all No Gray users. You're able to hide individual posts, mute a particular user, adjust viewable content to not safe for work. Okay, interesting. So this is not a feed you get to like pick stuff on. You just automatically follow everybody on No Gray, which I guess makes sense if you have like a low user base and you're not necessarily going to be easily able to like find people. That's cool, I guess. It looks like there's a couple things on there. All right, interesting. That's how that works. But that's not really the reason why I want to use this. The reason why I want to use this is to do their negotiation stuff. Where is that option? Build a scene. Okay. Excuse No Gray unique. We visualize pre-scene negotiations so you can communicate with ease and arrive at a fun part of the scene confidently. I want to go to that. Take me to that. Aha. Okay, great. All right. This is like the key reason why we're trying all of this out. Okay, so it's like they're trying to do a weird Instagram thing, and I don't necessarily know if it works for this. It's just like, are you emphasizing the community aspect of this, or are you like a template app? Like, which thing do you want to be? Anyways, it looks like this is the main profile. You get to propose a date and time. So let's do something for Saturday, this Saturday. Yeah, let's do 6 o'clock, 10 after 6. Sounds great. Propose location. Not going to put that in. Invitees. What is this? What is giving? Receiving? I'm not sure if that means they'd be giving or if they'd be receiving, or if that means I want to receive and I want to give. I'm not sure. Okay, so you can add a proposed activity. Ooh, okay. Let's see. What do we want this scene to be? Let's do class. Let's do impact play. Physical stimulus / actions, impact play. There we go. Boom. All right. If I go back, will that add that in there? No. Let's do that. Let's try that again. Impact play. That's all I want. Show all. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. There's a little plus button. I missed that. There we go. Impact play. Participation level. Exploring confidently. High intensity. Extreme intensity. Being watched in interaction. Initial light taste. Let's do exploring confidently. Interest level. Desired, highly desired, must have. Let's do desired. Experiency level. Capable. That sounds good. All right, there we go. So it looks like what happens is if you want to include proposed activities, if you want to do like multiple things in a scene, you have to add each individual activity. And then over time, you get to add more things in here. So let's look at like psychological, for example. Ooh, let's do hypnosis. Yeah, let's do hypno-control. Add that. And then let's kind of do the option. Let's do like, I want an initial light taste. It's a soft limit and I'm new to it. So there we go. Okay. So that gives you some good information for like maybe things that you might be like curious about, but you're like, you haven't really done anything with it yet. So it's just like, I just want to try this a little bit. Okay. Now let us actually go into the scene itself. So scene guidance, select a range to describe the play you desire. So do you want it playful or aggressive? It looks like, okay, this is interesting. So you get to change the node on both sides. So you can have something be like all aggressive and no playful. You can have it be a mix of both. You can have it be all playful. Let's do like, I want a little mix. I want to do a little playful, a little aggressive. Do we want it to be sensual or distant? Let's do sensual all the way, baby. Okay. Nurturing or stern? I think also probably a mix of both for that. Select a range of feelings you wish to evoke. Oh, interesting. Respected or used. And you also get to select a range for that part as well. So it's definitely very like customizable. Let's do, I want to feel mix, and then I want to feel cherished, but only a little bit cherished, not like overtly. And then aftercare notes, I would like water and a warm blanket. What are your aftercare needs? Proposed scene. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, I have to put in a contact. Who do I want to invite? Ooh, you can get an invite link on creation. Perfect. Okay, so they don't necessarily have to have an app for you to be able to use this. You can actually send them an invite for it, which I think is good. All right, propose scene. Okay, great. So then you just get a link to it, and presumably if they have the app, it opens the app. So that is the scene building part of it. It wasn't necessarily as in depth as I was expecting it to be. So let's go ahead and let's check out one of the other sections on here. So there is this one, which is the add your interest one, which is this super interesting, like colorful wheel. Ooh. Okay. So this is the thing we looked at earlier when we were actually like proposing the scene. So you get to go in through here, and oh my God, there's 21 options for objects. That is a lot of objects, but I love how thorough that is. Like, there's large objects, there's jewelry, there's masks, there's food play, there's machines. I'm curious why food play is under that as opposed to like psychological. So let's do sensory input. What is oralism? Oh, that's hearing. That's hearing stuff. Yeah. All right. Let's do accents. Let's do accents. Okay. Interest level. Desired, experience level, new. Okay, awesome. And then, ooh, there was something in there I saw that was like community. Let's do that one and see what happens if I do that. Okay, so definitely highly desired, and then I would say accomplished. Let's do community, contacts, hidden. Oh, okay. So if you change, that's changing the visibility. So you could have it be the whole community sees it, just your contacts, or just you. Okay, great. Is there a way, can I like go to my profile and like, oh, interesting. Okay, so depending on what you fill out, it'll like change this wheel on your profile so you can see like what somebody's into. Let's do like physicality, body modification, fetish piercing, play piercing needles. I want to see what it looks like if there's like different colors on here. So definitely desired. And then like capable learning, probably somewhere in that wheelhouse. Let's do that. And we can go back and we can see, okay, so then you can click on it and then you can see like what different things are. Oh, it went away. I clicked away from my profile. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Okay, so that is, I don't know if there's other things on here that we can look at. There's like a little tabby thingy at the bottom, like doesn't want to stay on my screen, like on my end. I know you guys can see it because I can see it on the OBS screen, but I can't see it. Okay, I changed it so I can actually see everything on full screen. Sometimes it just clicks and it makes a noise and then it doesn't do anything. It's community. Okay, so this is a community. This is probably not going to be safe for YouTube, but there's the community tab. It looks like there are humans on here sharing things, so that's exciting. Yeah, I definitely think probably one of the problems with this would be because you are automatically following everyone on the site. It's probably really easy for someone to like, even if their account immediately gets banned, just like put a dick pic on there, and you can do a not safe for work filter, so you shouldn't see that stuff. But even then, it's just like, imagine if on Fetlife you just automatically were friends with everyone and like the problems that might create. So I don't know if I love that part. I am just worried maybe about the implications. So there you can do contacts. There are messages you can do as well. Obviously, I don't have any contacts. I don't have any messages. You can also get notifications. I'm assuming if somebody sends you a scene thing, or if you have something from a contact maybe, and then you can go to your profile. Ooh, why does it say I'm in Canada? I'm not in Canada, but okay. Why does it think I'm Canadian? I don't have a Canadian phone number. I don't know how it got that information, but that's funny. Okay, so you can add photos, you can add a profile photo. You can see, no, it's weird because you can see everybody on the community tab, but they do also have followers. And then people can leave you reviews. And then it gives like an age range, which is interesting. So it doesn't give your exact age. So at the beginning when I put in my age, it said that like your exact age isn't going to be shown. So it gives kind of a range, which I think is probably useful for some people, but also it could skew things. Like if you're 26 and then suddenly you're in like the 26 to 35 age bracket, that might kind of lead to different interactions than maybe what you're looking for. I don't know. It's a thing. But yeah, apparently you can leave reviews for people because this is Yelp meets Instagram meets Fetlife, I guess. Interesting. So I don't necessarily want to go to anybody's like profile on the community feed and like, I don't know, maybe accidentally put them on blast, because they didn't consent to that. But I am going to look just because I'm curious. Okay, and when I looked at some profiles that were on the community feed because I was interested, and I didn't see anybody that seemed to have any like reviews or feedback or anything else. So I don't know if that's maybe just like different people are using it for different things or what exactly is going on there. I think overall it's an interesting concept. I want to pop back over to the website really quickly and just like double check on one of the features they mentioned. So let's go ahead and do that. So you can streamline negotiations through rapid gesture-based communication and AI-driven recommendations. So I guess if you normally do scenes one way, it'll maybe start you off on like one end of the spectrum. You can rate somebody on covering a building experience and trustworthiness. So you can rate somebody based on those factors. Feature create a private invite. Yeah, use this feature to create a private invite-only profile for your closest of close friends, or dedicate a profile to conveying an area of specific interest and 100% focused brilliance. For the Switches Among Us, this is better than Christmas. I don't know. Switches like Christmas. Switches like Christmas. Yeah. Build multiple scenes. Detailed interest and experience levels. So the thing that I was wondering about is you can kind of see in this photo right here. So invited contact, you can say propose activities like public play, like participation and interest. And then for you and then for them, I assume. So I wonder if that's just maybe part of the premium feature, or maybe that was just something I missed in the app. So I was a little bit disappointed with like this aspect of the app, because I felt like there weren't as many details going into it as I was expecting. Like, you know, being able to choose between like a more playful scene or a more aggressive scene, or a more caring scene or a more distant scene, or whatever. I think that's useful, but I feel like there's like way more things you could get into besides that when it comes to scene guidance. And of course there is a note section, but I think if the idea is you're supposed to like save time, maybe it's worth adding, you know, even just like maybe 2 or 3 more, I think would make it a little bit more robust. And I think if you're doing a scene that has a lot of elements to it, like you're doing rope bondage and wax play and humiliation and degradation and I don't even know what else, like if you're doing a bunch of things all at once, then this might get kind of complicated, because you might want certain aspects of that scene to be done with different flavors, you know, like maybe you're kind of like nervous about wax play, and so you need that aspect of the scene to be like more tender and caring, but then you're really comfortable with rope bondage, so maybe you want that to be like more aggressive and like more power focused. And again, there's the scene notes, so maybe there's room for that. But if the idea is to make this like quick and simple, I think maybe giving the option to where you could give scene guidance like per each scene element in addition to just the overall scene itself, that could potentially be useful, because I don't know if the people who made this app are gonna see this. If you are, hi, thanks for watching my video. I don't know if anybody who's involved with this app is gonna see this video at all, but I think it's useful to give like feedback about what I personally think would be good for an app. The safety feature, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it could go in a really good direction. I think it could be really beneficial for a lot of people. And then I also think that maybe has the potential to not be super reliable, or to give kind of like a false sense of security about like, this person has like 3 out of 3 stars and everything, they must be great. And then it turns out that like they've been making like second accounts, and they've been giving themselves like good reviews for scenes that never actually even happened, and like making like fake catfishy profiles. And that's my biggest concern with any sort of app like this, where you are potentially like meeting people for play, you're communicating with people like in a community setting. You know, they do have a lot of privacy things, like they mentioned there, like in terms of like your exact age isn't shown. You don't have to have like a profile picture if you don't want to. You don't have to go outside of the app to communicate with people. But like if you are meeting somebody through the community tab, and you have them message you and you like connect, and then they want to go out and play, but you don't really know anything else about them other than like their profile on here. It's the same thing with Fetlife, right? Like use your noggin. Like don't just meet somebody on an app or on a dating website and then talk to them for 2 days and then like, okay, great, I'm gonna drive to your home 2 hours away and we're gonna do a scene, and I'm not gonna tell anybody where I'm going or what time I should be back or what we're gonna be doing or any sort of information about you or your phone number or anything else. And that's how you get killed doing BDSM. Not to make this too dark of an end note, but that is something I think is worth mentioning, because it does happen. That's the darker side of like participating in BDSM and trying to find people online, is not everybody is who they say they are. But I think overall, I would primarily use this as a tool for like the negotiation thing. And then I really like this like wheel. It's a little bit confusing. I might be a little bit too busy, especially if you have a lot of things on there, but it's interesting. You get to like click on the different aspects of it and you get to see like what each thing is. And actually, to just kind of end this, I want to go back to the app and just go to my profile one more time. I know I've been switching back and forth, but I keep thinking of other things I want to check on. So here we go. Okay, back to the app. I'm going to go to my profile. I'm going to click on my little wheel. And I wonder if it shows like my level of like interest or anything at all. Okay, it does. So you can't actually click through all of these and you can see kind of what your interest level or your experience is, which I think is something that Fetlife definitely doesn't have, which I feel it would benefit from a lot. So I like that this is kind of an improvement on maybe a feature that a lot of online kinky people are probably already aware of. So that's basically everything I wanted to show to you guys today about this app. It wasn't exactly as robust as I was expecting it to be, but for being a relatively new app, for being free except for some of the premium features, I think this has the potential to be really interesting. I think with some more time and feedback from users, I think this could be something that ends up being very useful. I just wish there was a little bit more in there with the scene negotiations, because that's really what I want to use this app for. I think the community feature, and I'm not really feeling that aspect of it. I do like that it gives you a way to contact people within the app itself, as opposed to having to share other information. And I am curious to hear what you guys think. So if you try this app, please let me know down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you to my wonderful patrons again for the suggestion for this video. This is really interesting. If you guys have any other like kink apps I should review or talk about, feel free to also put those down in the comment sections below, because I can now do this on my computer, which is super great. Anyways, that's it. If you enjoyed this and you haven't already, please do subscribe. I make videos twice a week. If you really enjoyed this, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, because they literally made this video possible. I would not know about this app if I hadn't heard about it from some of my patrons. So double thanks to you guys for that today. If you want to check out my Patreon, again, link to that will be down in the description box below. If you already support me over there, thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. And until I see you guys next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.